In these secluded times, go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal. It helps with the show and it keeps us all sane. Getting some new Magic cards while we wait for this nonsense to blow over. What's up, Planeswalkers Theory 6? Back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. Today, we'll be playing some good old-fashioned, old-school Bolas. Why am I playing Historic Bolas? Because Historic is fun. Standard has not been fun for me in quite some time, and the fact that Historic Q is back means I'm going to be playing a lot of Historic. Don't worry, I will still be playing Standard. Let's see. I will be recording Standard on Thursday. So it'll come out, there will be a Standard video on Friday at the very least. Wednesday I record Brawl. Wait, no, Thursday I record Wildcard. Friday I record Standard. So, who can knows? Regardless, this is essentially the exact same deck as I've been playing, with a modification where we put in a Virulent Plague and took out one of the End of the God Eternals. Yeah, that's really the only change that I felt was needed. We'll see how things go. Of course, we're going to play traditional Historic Ranked with Old Bolas. I just finished having some chicken and broccoli. I am stuffed. Today's video is, of course, also brought to you by my Twitter account. Ha! You thought it was going to be the like button. But no, today we're sponsored by my Twitter account. Head over and follow me on Twitter for stupid tweets such as actual hot take, fuck the sun. We're going to go and play first. This hand is not the best, but we have double Bedevil, so I will keep it. I'm so very full. I emailed some people today about taxes. My taxes are complicated because I do this. Taxes aren't taken out when I'm getting my ad revenue and stuff, so I have to like report that properly. But I also buy things for the channel and only for the channel, so I have to like write those off as work expenses. But it's very complex. So cool, got a blue source. Not going to show it just yet because I don't need to. Opponent has not revealed to me what they're on, but they shall now. I'm gonna guess green. I want to say green. Nah, it was black. Black though? Abzan. Abzan Hate Bears. It's Abzan MF Hate Bears. Yes. That's what I call stonks right there. So we're going to wait until end of my opponent's turn to kill Thalia, because they might have another Thalia in hand, and we don't want to essentially allow them to get, you know, extra use out of that Thalia. So the plan is end of their turn, we Bedevil Thalia. For what it's worth, we might have to Bedevil her first. If they cast Tithe Taker, I'd have to Bedevil her in response. But it looks like we're just going to hit for 2 here. There's not protection at instant speed in this format, right? They missed a land drop, which is nice. Okay, she dies. My turn. I can play Fires of Invention into Bolas, I think, is the best in this situation. Is it Bolas or Ashiok? I think Bolas is the best in this situation. They might instantly blow up my fires, which frankly would be a little weird. Because a deck like this, I mean, I'm assuming it's like Hate Bears, but Knight of Autumn is typically going to be better. Okay, they Ass Blast me, sure. And go grab an Islands. Yeah, Assassin's Trophy and Thalia do not work together. Oh, now I can even play Search for Azcanta. Yeah. This and Thalia just really don't work together. And, oh, to get Rog deck! I still don't get it. Thalia is making the Assassin Trophy cost more, and the trophy gives us extra land to continue to play our spells, so... Yeah, my opponent's just, Did I say graveyard for that? I could have sworn I said graveyard for that. I just want to hold up Bedevil. Things happen. I love these lands. They look so crisp. There's no way you have another. Okay, sure. Probably gonna kill my 2/3.
Time to step out of the shadow.
Yeah.
Pathetic.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll kill her.
I won't forgive this.
Oh no! For some reason I thought. Huh? For some reason I thought graveyard was over here and library was over here. Guess I was wrong. Oh well. Goodbye, Gitrog monster. Don't really need you. Next turn, my search will flip. Play this because I can. Play this because I can. Opponent has a Gitrog. Okay, so they're rocking Gitrog. I was, for what it's worth, thinking about including Bojuka Bog, either in the main or in the sideboard, but I ended up going against it because I'm not sure to what extent it's necessary since I have Elspeth Conquers Death. Yeah, that's fine. Yup. And I'm probably going to end up... Well, no. I'm plus. Will I plus or will I minus? I don't know. That's a graveyard. Transform. Ack. Well. I'm going to attack first. Nothing. Is there anything I want to act for right now?
The shadows awaken.
So this is like kind of a Maverick-y type deck, I guess. I guess I can just go grab a Bolas. 2, 4. I mean, it's 6 mana. 6 mana, I could grab a Ugin. Not really a reason to. I don't think I need to show my opponent that. Let's actually grab this Bolas. Yes. Let's grab this one. Next turn I can flip them. Can attack for 8. And flip it. Put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it. I know I could have technically bounced this, force my opponent to exile a card, get Nicol, make them discard one of the other cards, but don't think it's entirely necessary. Opponent has really been stuck on lands here. If they're playing this deck, they might be thinking, and obviously I don't know to what extent this is true, but it's possible they might be thinking that you can get away with playing fewer lands because you're going to have access to grabbing lands from your graveyard. That's not the case. In decks like that, you actually want substantially more lands. If you're going to play a dedicated Gitrog deck that has, I mean, at least 2, my guess is my opponent is running 3, you're probably going to want between 26 and 28 lands. For what it's worth, it is going to give you some leeway to run more Silver Bullet lands, especially if you're running things like Knight of the Reliquary, but that's besides the point. I am going to bring in some early game aggression. I would like to bring in Ugin. I'm going to bring in Unmoored Ego just because it's fine to get rid of Gitrog. Cry the Carnarium, I don't think is something I'm going to be too concerned with. No. No. Same with Ritual of Soot. I think it's fine to put some of those stonks away. Do I need Ugin? I might not. Because this essentially just like gets rid of Gitrog. And this just does annoying things. I'll keep only... Well, no, I like Elspeth's Nightmare here. Yeah, I'll say no to Ugin. And... Drop an Atris? Maybe? No, I actually should have dropped a Bolas, because my opponent can kind of discard lands for free, functionally, so I think it was more correct to drop one of the 4-mana Bolases. Could be super wrong, but that's how you learn. This hand is poor. If one of those were shock lands, I would keep it pretty quickly. But the fact that we wouldn't be able to play Search for Azcanta until at earliest turn 3, unless of course we top decked an untapped land in the next 2 turns, it makes me think it's just not worth the risk. I mean, technically we won the first game, so we can take a little bit stronger risks, but here I just don't think it's worth it. And we were absolutely rewarded for being smart. Unfortunately, our opponent can play Athalia before we actually get a chance to play our enchantments. I think it's... I think it's still important to keep options for turn 3 between Thief of Sanity and Elspeth's Nightmare. So I think I'm going to drop the Atris, and one of the big reasons for that is my Search for Azcanta will hopefully be a card that is going to keep me drawing well. So I might see a Llanowar Elf from them. Nope. That's fantastic. Your Temple here. Another Nightmare. Do I want a second Nightmare? No, I don't think I do. So now essentially I just have to hope my opponent doesn't play Athalia. Athalia here would be very unfortunate for me. I'd probably just play Thief of Sanity on turn 3, I guess. That's one of the better cards we can see here. Son of a bitch. This is... I've done that exact play so many times. Now the Rogue Way. Well, I can't unfortunately kill that with my Elspeth's Nightmare. I'm gonna do this. I did take out Ritual of Soot. Why did I take out Ritual of Soot? I should have kept Ritual of Soot in. So let's see if they have a trophy for my Thief. Ugh, such a terrible play for me. Should have had that Search for Azcanta. No reason to draw a second Mastermind's Acquisition. Just garbage for me. Yeah, I really need to be a little bit more careful with the lands I play. I know a lot of people have kind of been annoyed with opponents who are trying to figure out, like they haven't played a land yet and they're taking a lot of time. Sometimes it is important to make sure you know which land you're playing, not only for that turn to make sure, you know, you don't play a land that comes untapped when you have lands that can come in untapped. I should just get rid of Search. I'm getting rid of Elspeth's Nightmare is fine, I guess. Because it's just going to exile the graveyard. Took one of the acquisitions. One of the weakest plays, if I think. One of the weakest plays, I think. Might as well attack me. Nope, I guess not. Well, I'm going to attack you. Oh no, they made it's bigger. What have I done? I'm gonna blow it up. They're gonna be able to get some lands here, so they're gonna be sitting pretty. But I'll have my Search out. Yeah, I feel fine about it. Sure, doesn't really matter. I wonder how many basics they're running. Because this deck is a deck that seems like it would need a decent number of basics. The awkward thing here, of course, is that my opponent can now blow up one of my things with Assassin's Trophy. Do they have that? So they can play out a Gitrog monster. 6 mana. Gitrog monster. That Ribbit was unsettling. Draw a card. Of course, we attack first. I'm looking for any land. Ghost Quarter. It's a good thing that we have Fires of Invention and a lot of basics. A lot of basics in this deck. Say from anywhere? From anywhere. Good to know. We keep that as pocket aces. Yeah, I shouldn't have played that lands. He should replay his Ghost Quarter and blow up my mountain. Should he? I don't know. He might not realize that I have only one mountain. I assume he's going to play the quarter. If I can get Fires of Invention down, then his Ghost Quarter is less painful. Still painful, obviously. Yep. Does he immediately go for the mountain? Looks like he does. Yep. Well, is he really not hitting? Interesting. He's choosing not to hit my Watery Grave. Or not to hit my mountain. That might have just been a test. No. Okay, cool. Unfortunately, when the Garog Monster deck has Garog Monster and Crucible of Worlds out, real hard to not let them just have a value engine. So, I mean, they're all the way back up to a full grip. So... Sure. Why did I do it like that? Because now my opponent can Assassin Strip for my Fires of Invention. Yeah, that was the wrong thing to do, opponent. My play of this game has been way too sloppy. I'm actually just going to concede this one. I can't come back from an opponent with that type of grip. Thief of Sanity I actually don't think is very good in this matchup. Yeah, I should have a dedicated graveyard hate card. No. Yes. I'm gonna keep Bolas. Bolas puts a decent clock on, that's why I decided to keep that over the Vraska's Contempt. So they play Thalia here. Could just play Fabled Passage? Nope. Is it a Thalia? It is not. Interesting. Sure. My opponent has nothing in their graveyard for me to care about with Elspeth's Nightmare just yet, so I'm not going to play that. My opponent likely has an Assassin's Trophy in hand. That's why I took them a little bit longer to get to my, or to get to their turn. They play another Reliquary without a creature. We're going to go and keep that on top. We'll go to Elspeth's Nightmare this. Put up a Watery Grave, and then next turn we can go into our Bolas. They decide to Assassin's Trophy one of them. We got another one right in the tank. Quarter. Luckily I still have 5 of my basics in my deck. Vraska, Golgari Queen blows up Nightmare. Fair?
I guess today's your lucky day.
You can deal with the Vraska. My opponent could play Gitrog Monster next turn. Then Vraska plus sack lands? Although that seems not the best. I have Ashiok to potentially delay a Gitrog Monster sticking around. As long as I get a 5th land, which I might if my opponent plays an Ass Blast. I don't know why I keep I'm like pulling back like I'm some sort of supervillain. Okay, so no 5-drop from them this turn. Are they going to actually sacrifice something? Doesn't appear so. Which makes sense, because they need 5 for the Gitrog. So it looks like they might be deciding on when to pop that trophy off. I'm gonna go ahead and graveyard Bolas, unfortunately. I'm glad I did it. Yeah, my opponent has Assassin's Trophy, for sure. Alright. I'm gonna grab a Fires of Invention here. Okay, opponent. What have you got? The Muse is gone for some reason. Crucible, sure. You can Bojuka Bog me. Yep. My search for Azcanta now is made worse. Right, I forgot Nicol Bolas was in the graveyard, and he talks from, like, everywhere. I'm looking for a land. That is a land, thank you very much. Why'd I do it again? Why'd I do it again? I said I shouldn't do this, and I did the same thing last turn. And if my opponent has an Assassin's Trophy, they should punish me for this. I think I'm actually just going to Ashiok -3 on Crucible of Worlds here. The reason I'm going to -3 is, one, I have a Bolas, so if my opponent plays like a Get Rogue monster, I can Bolas and just kill it, and I don't care. And two, regardless, my opponent is going to have to pay mana again to use this, so. Guard the land, sure. Maybe they just don't have an Assassin's Trophy. Ashiok, calm down. Become some sort of nightmare artist. All of a sudden, you just can't stop going on rants about weird shit that you're into. Look, I'm not King Shaman, Ashiok, but you know, one amorphous cloud of nightmare fuel is the same as any other. No need to get so titillated. Oh, that's good. Some cherry lemonade. Put on 6. We could see a Casualties of War. That would suck. You know, Casualties of War would be awful. Blow that up. Sure. Do you all want to know why I have 1 mountain, 1 island, and 3 swamps? It's specifically so that if I get all of my basics blown up, well, obviously Ghost Quarter now is going to be hard, but if I get all of my basics blown up, we're going to keep that, then I can still cast Bolas. Plus...
My kin are delightfully friendly. Bolas will resonate throughout the multiverse.
They did have an Assassin's Trophy. What?
Smarted you eons ago.
Very confused. Let's hope I keep my Fires of Invention. Only 3 more basic lands in the deck. Right? Yeah. Make your Terravor a... Wait, what? Wait, you don't have any? Oh, well, I feel stupid. Oh, please, not a...
I have other plans.
Well, frankly, that could have gone worse. I do wish I drew a Ugin. But... Oh, hell yeah. So yeah, this is potentially... Like, Casualties of War is going to be stuck in my hand. But I can attack with Bolas and then flip Bolas. Sure. Not gonna play Fires of Invention. No, I don't need to. I'd rather flip Bolas. And frankly, I'm fine keeping that on the board, because it makes them die.
Boundless.
So I'm actually going to grab Ashiok. I'll grab Bolas. Yeah, I'll grab Bolas. Oh, right! I was going to be like, oh, I have to, like, +1, and my opponent's just going to get rid of it. Nah, I'm a +2, baby.
I know all there is to know.
Damn right, you tell him, Bolas. We stand Bolas in this household. So yeah, next turn I can fire as casualties if I really want to, but I'm probably just gonna, like, grab baby Bolas. So I can have a Bolas full house. Gitrog. Hello, Mr. Gitrog. You're gonna draw another card? Have fun. Alright, I can do both. What am I talking about? Having to choose, please. Remember, kids, play a sufficient number of basic lands. Yeah, keep drawing cards. It's not going to save you. Not one bit. Should get a forest. You should grab a forest. Oh, it's a Linger Elf. Great help these Unmoored Egos have done. Good Ashiok as well. Fuck that. Bolas trifecta, baby!
You are all so generous. I always have an answer.
I'm gonna let him keep the Phyrexian Arena. Why? Because I'm bad. You know I'm bad. I'm bad. Timon. You have 2 draws before you die to Bolas's. Mono Bolas, baby. Okay. I, like, never use Castle of Atris in this build. So I feel like Vantress can bounce. And honestly, I feel like it can bounce just for a single straight-up Bojuka Bog. That does get me into, like, some issues with the deck, but I think that's fine. Thief of Sanity, it's supposed to help a lot against the blue-white decks, but now, like, decks changed so much since Historic Anthology 2 came out. So I feel like Thief of Sanity is, like, once again, pretty bad. But I need more data on the historic format. So yeah, for right now. Oof. Goodness me, my apologies. For right now, that's where that's going to be at. Yeah. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Zen, for the continued support. If you'd like to join them, supporting the show, you'll find links down in the description. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, go and tap that like button, add subscription, share mana pool, cast a comment in the comment section down below, pass the vid and the turn to some of your friends, and of course, until next time, all will be one.